The problem with LA gangs.
LA, Nick, no, you know what? I'm trying to clean up my language a little bit in these videos, but Los Angeles gang members. There is nothing the FBI loves more than a gang with some structure. Why? Because if I'm the FBI, all I gotta do is find one guy at the top and he'll link me to everybody else. You see, the thing about the little YNs in Chicago backdooring each other and being every man for themselves is that it's more
Oh, wait, hold on, bro. What?
YNs in Chicago backdooring.
Was he plotting that the whole time? He was. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I need an instant replay slow-mo on that. Hold on, let's go in 0.25. Look at him in the back, over here. Light-skinned dude with a dreads in the back. He's looking over. He's ready to slime him out. He has the look of I don't know, pure betrayal and treachery in his face. Pure treason in his face. This is mutiny right here. Dress just swinging and snowing outside. He's looking over. Buddy don't got a clue in the world. And he's, I gotta do this. I gotta do it. And he's shaking his head. He's like, bro, the demons in his head are like,
bro, you gotta do it. You gotta slime him out. You gotta slime him out right now.
And he's like, bro, I don't want to do it, bro. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. They're making me do it. And, oh my gosh. And he's about to, oh my gosh, bro. He walking out of there with level 7 CTE. He's concussed. He might not be alive he might not be here with us no more. I'm not gonna lie. RIP this dude, cause he about to get the sneak of hell.
Every man for themselves is that it's much harder to prove a racketeering conspiracy against them. The law won't even try to bring any Chicago gang members into court to try to prove that any of them are doing anything in furtherance of anything other than themselves. You can't even leave a
I didn't even have to do the instant replay slow-mo. He did it for me.
Gun around the guys when you in Chicago. A dude will smoke a wood with you, eat some wings and fries with you, then steal from you as soon as you go to sleep and send you outside unarmed. Then act like he missed you on social media when somebody catch you. The difference in LA is that there's a such thing as a big homie, a violation, and a DP, or discipline. It's such a rigid structure that in some parts of LA, a grown man can tell another grown man what he's doing in embarrassment of the gang, and this guy that's being DP will actually take action to clean up his act. And all this is good and well for the community until y'all start shooting at each other. All this structure and discipline becomes pointless when it works against you in the courtroom. Any other organization with these type of rules is just the way it should be. There's no problem. But we put structure in the wrong thing. Why doesn't Chicago, a place some people consider the birthplace of gangs and one of the birthplaces of organized crime in the United States, why is there no gang structure in Chicago? Because when there was, the feds did a sweep and easily dismantled the entire thing until there was no structure left to build on. I remember riding through Washington Park when the Calumet buildings and the other projects were still up that housed this structure. And
I couldn't imagine being from Chicago, bro. I would rather, that's Tail West. I would rather, what's something that people wouldn't want to do? I would rather eat a bag of maggots. Yeah. Nah, I would rather do some unspeakable things than be in Chirac in the middle of the war zone, bro. You don't understand. I am safe in my city. My city is sweet like sugar. I would much rather not have to deal with the demons and the nightmares and all the bullets flying and getting shot through the window and wall banged and spawn trapped. Nah, bro.
It was Bentleys and Maybachs riding through the hood.
They're
the
not
big
used
guys
to
was making money and the foot soldiers was being taken advantage of. And this was so the big guys could continue making money. And when the feds came, some of these leaders cooperated and told everything. Ain't nobody finna go from riding in Rolls Royces to serving life just to say they was a real nigga. Some guys will, and these guys didn't get out until they had gray hair. And the feds know this. So all they gotta do is offer somebody a deal. You see, when Big U and all those people got snatched, why did 12 of them get out within a couple weeks? We don't know yet, but I can take a guess. The real question is, why did all those people get their...
Now, I'm not gonna lie, like, really think about taking a life sentence or more. 55 years. Somebody, you in the passenger seat with your homeboy, he got a Gen 5 with a binary trigger and a switch on it, and he tell you to put it in your butt crack, or y'all all going to jail. Or he driving, and he just throw it to you, put it under your seat. Say goodbye. Your time is done. He got a binary trigger with a switch on it. He get pulled over. You're done. It's over. I don't understand Why someone would throw away their life for the next? That makes no sense to me. I've never been the type to do that. I would never do that. Because he get the chance to run free. He's eating a whole Big Mac meal. He getting a 4-piece tender from wherever, from Cane's, bro. He getting a box combo. He is ratting immediately.
They face put on their board under Big U, gang structure. When Loose Cannon decided to expose the guy he was putting in work for, he made one of the smartest moves you can as an enforcer. You can't tell me that the guy at the top has anywhere near the same loyalty that the guys at the bottom have for him. Loose could have made just as much money on YouTube as Big U did in the streets, so he didn't have to be an enforcer at all. And Big U doesn't have to cooperate on anybody in this case to get them boys barbecued, cause you know, like I know, that them people don't come unless they got you. Why is Loose Cannon talking to Adam 22 on a jail call from the feds, facing federal time for things you already admitted on this man's show after he said he gave them the tape? This who you talking to? Alright, Brick Baby, you 37 years old. You letting another grown man tell you what you gonna give him from what you stole. Allegedly. It's a lose-lose on both sides, because if you have structure like in LA, you take yourself down in the federal courtroom because all structure is a paper trail. And if there's no structure like in Chicago, your own homie gets you out the way before your ops can. Speaking of paper trail, didn't Banging on Wax start in California? Now I know that groups like NWA was not all real gangsters. We know Eazy-E was, but didn't Ice Cube go to art school or something? And of course the West Coast kinda did start the trend back in the day of publicly gang banging on music and home videos, but this was the beginning of the end for self-snitching. I get that California is huge, and because of this, the law can't keep up with every gang and every set. So a lot of
LA really sweet though. Like, you really think about it, any nigga could walk up in LA, sweet like honey. Fuck you talking about? Sweet like candy. I'll step in the LA neighborhood. They ain't doing shit to me. I ain't getting touched in LA. Fuck you talking about?
A lot of these guys will get away with it for 50 plus years too. I mean, you will not find any older gang members in America than you will find in any part of California. But that goes back to that structure. Once I turned 25 in Chicago, I either lost most of the guys I was closest to in the gang, or I already got snaked by the rest of the guys. So if I did end up making it that far in life, I'm gone. I'm not staying around y'all, because when you die or go to jail, you got...
Bro, there's no, oh my God, bro. There is no way. And no, bro, like, cameraman not even peeping this. Cameraman literally has it zoomed in on his face, about to murder this in GTA 5, of course. And he like, no signs, no nothing, no warning, nothing. He wanted him gone.
Guys gonna be trying to get...
Ain't you a sweet pea too, buddy? No, I'm the hardest out. Nigga, what you talking about? Straight Pontiac, Michigan. What you talking about? It get dangerous in these streets. What you talking about?
With your girl, and they're not sending you $1 in prison. That's a street guarantee in most cities. But this is why there's still such a thing as an OG in LA. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that there's no chance any other little guys running around with switches would ever listen to a Big U or any older guy. Honestly, where I'm from, a Brick Baby is considered an old goofy if he ain't putting money and weapons in the hood, and he still might get took down for everything he got because there's no respect for real. Lil Durk allegedly putting money on people in Chicago. Listen, I don't know if y'all know, but allegedly they got recorded jail calls of guys snitching on Durk because he ain't sending money fast enough. Nobody Durk's age is running the streets putting in no work in Chicago. It's the teenagers only. And with teenagers, there's no conscience and no loyalty. Once that cash app didn't come through, Durk was just another old goofy. And now he's gonna have to probably pay the price for thinking otherwise. And just that little illusion of structure alone was enough to build a Fed case on him. So when you got guys still having gang meetings and extortion calls, sure, the police and the feds will let this go. But once you take it to his...
He not lying though. It's not even just in Chicago. Like, really nobody has respect for old heads. What do they call them nowadays? The YNs. I don't know why that became a thing, but Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, if an old head not putting in bread, if an old head not showing any signs of being beneficial to a young dude, they will get them out of there immediately, like, without hesitation. You not putting no bread on the table, you're smoked. What are you talking about? Out of there.
Full potential, like Big U did, playing with millions of dollars. Now the feds just can't let you slide. because they know what it could turn into. But of course, most guys stay too involved in petty squabbles to become a real enterprise. Remember, the FBI created the RICO Act just so they could stop the mafia. And this probably wouldn't have happened if the mob wasn't getting money. But you know, John Gotti had all the money and the houses and luxury cars, all untaxed. And you know Uncle Sam is always gonna get his cut. And these people are not willing to share that money under any circumstances. You in his country, so you gotta pay. When the projects were still up in Chicago, the police would come by and interrupt the money operation until they got their cut. Once they did, they'd drive off and leave you to it. But once the feds stepped in, the little crooked cops had no more power. Cause again, a lot of money was floating around untaxed. And Uncle Sam holds a grudge when it comes to that money. And unfortunately, most guys in the streets will live their whole life part of a program, as they say in LA, that could be $1 billion operation if they had the right mindset. But most of them will still end up dead or in jail without ever touching $1 million. And there's a few that got some real money and managed to serve less than 20 years in federal prison, which is the best you can hope for. But when that's the best you can hope for, is any of this even worth it? And to all my California dudes, all over California, stop going on no jumper. Alright, it's not 2016. There once was a time where Adam and all his little weirdos could have gave you some clout, and his podcast actually used to mean something in the rap community. But now it's just what the feds watch.
Bro, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Vlad, top fed of all time. Adam 22 is he like watching his get fucked by BBC Gorilla Mandingo Jason, what's his name? Jason Love ass. Like, she like not King Dread, Dred Scott. Who else? OG Mudbone. He like his girl taking straight monkey in the back. That's all this is. This is a joke. A joke that's going bankrupt because he spent too much money and he ain't got no type of clout. He can't give out clout to nobody. He just built up RICO cases on gangster, and these niggas are so dumb they feed into that shit. They just talk about everything that they've done
on their lunch breaks.
This nigga just said, "I'm so happy my meat big," bro. What?
Care how many views you getting, man. You could get this out the mud yourself. You don't need no other podcast. You don't need no other platform. You can become your own platform. And shout out to all my new viewers, man. Y'all are the reason.
Hey, that's me though. That's me.
Everything is possible. And I'm still not the type to tell somebody don't get their money. It's just hard for me to get down what they got going on in No Jumper. So I advise all of the listen, if no Cali dudes got on their podcast, he wouldn't have one. You understand?
Wouldn't have one.
Please stop calling this man.
Don't call that man. He just like watching his girl get bent over and done the worst way. He likes watching Mia Khalifa recreation videos, but instead of Mia Khalifa, it is his wife. I don't even know her name. I just know her as Adam 22's wife. Ring on the finger, getting straight BBC backshots on the white linen sheets by Jason Love. What is wrong with him? Anyways, appreciate y'all for watching the video. The problem with LA gangs, plus Adam 22 being a cuck. Yves St. Larry on all platforms. Check out our Twitch. Link in the description.